So this thing weighs a ton. Stock exhaust looks like shit too, and it sounds like shit. So we are gonna do something fun, and we're gonna rip that bad boy. So you're also gonna replace the headers. You're gonna have to throw a full pipe on this bad boy. So first off, we're gonna start off on the rear end of the muffler. There's an attachment point, which is right here. It's gonna take two T27s. So if you don't have them, obviously go buy the specific tools you're gonna need before you start this. So I'm gonna use an extension just to freeze the axis. And just to confirm, here is my T27. So we got those two out. Now we're gonna go to where it meets up by the cat. So this guy right here, it's a 13mm. Damn, it's a big boy right here. I'm sure you're gonna shave down some weight. It's a little, kind of a little bitch, but I mean, it's not hard. You just gotta pull on it. Just gotta wiggle it back and forth, up and down. It's gonna slowly come out. So don't be scared to wiggle it around till it breaks loose. Just for shits and giggles, let's see how she sounds without the pipe. Muffler delete. It's gonna be loud. So the next step is I'm just gonna unplug these sensors right now, the O2s, so I get set up for the header install. You're gonna have to move these little cable ties out of the way so we can get some access to the headers. So one thing at a time. This is gonna be 18. I already broke torque earlier. And I know it's supposed to be all metric, but can't find my bigger wrench, so this is gonna work out the 7/8. Pro tip, if you're not good with wrenching and you're scared of stripping or working in angles, you could always remove this heat shield to give you better access. Kind of cut that little corner because, yeah, I can get to it, bro. You just gotta barely tap in and break torque. It's not a high torque, so easy money. All right, now to get to the headers, you need some spline sockets. I'll give you the size info in a sec. But first, you gotta take the radiator support, which is right here. See that little line right there? It's that screw right there. So it's gonna come out next right now. I'll give you the size in a sec. So this bolt was a T27 support bracket. So far, I don't even know why I removed it, because I can still get access. It didn't really do much as far as moving this out of the way. I'll see if I need to actually need to move the radiator out. So just so you guys can see, T27. Sorry, it's kind of hard to record by myself. T27. And then to get these fucking nuts out, the spline socket's a 10mm. So just get your 10mm and you're good to go. So the way I got this out, I had to go at an angle with an extension. I was able to make it work. And then I'm gonna do the same thing over here because your ratchet's not gonna fit in there. So on this side, where you can see right now, they're already loosened up the nuts. Just gotta back them up a little more. Get this one, but where the bracket's at, I'm gonna have to move some stuff around because, yeah, I can't really get my socket in there. Well, I'll let you know what else I gotta remove. Just wanna get a little bit of video of actually wrenching. Quick update, got the headers out. I didn't have to move anything. I just literally just shoved my socket in there. I was able to make it work, and then after that, you just gotta wiggle it around and play with it, and this guy comes out. So now we're gonna put the headers on first, and then we can go with the mid pipe and so on. So it's going over. There's stainless steel. You know, I should have got titanium. It's a little slap in the face for me, but I was able to snag the full system for about 700 bucks. It's a company from Poland called Dominator. Dominator R. So it's these guys right here. and it actually sounded pretty good. So see how everything fits up. So far so good. Just a quick update, I got the headers on there. Pro tip, just right when you put these guys on, just make sure you loosen install everything. Just, you know, put a couple threads on the nut just so you can kind of hold it in place, wiggle it around, and then I connected the whole pipe before I tighten anything down, just to make sure everything's gonna fit proper. And you want to come around. You got the cat delete right here, so just make sure the pipe's slipping all the way. Get that. And you got to get the mid pipe, which is over here, and then you're gonna have make sure all this is loose. That's all. Well, you can put the can last. Just make sure you get this orientated to the position we want, and then I didn't clip this earlier, but I see why you got to clip them, because I got my O2 sensor fitting out here, but this one won't fit. So you just got to so you can pull on the cable a little bit more, and then obviously re-put the tie back on there. Yeah, so I'm about to snip that right now. The springs, the easiest way to get the springs on there, I start from back here first, and then I just grab one of these fucking pliers and just pull on it, and then it should snap right in place. And then obviously the orientation, the hardware from this kit, my only complaint, one, it does have instructions. Two, the mounting hardware, it was kind of, so the stock one has two of these T's that go into it, right? But you have this bracket, so you put this guy on here, and then get the nuts. They give you this hardware, the L keys, but they only give you one bolt, which is, where was that fucking bolt? Anyways, the bolt they give you, it won't fit through this size. It's a little too fat, so I went ahead and used a stock bolt. I just had to get a nut that would fit, because oh, here it is. So this guy's too fat. So I was gonna open up the hole, which I started doing it, but this thing wiggles a lot, and with my pliers I wasn't able to get a good grip. But there's nothing better than using the stock hardware. But I was able to make it work using the stock one. I just got me a nut, done deal, because the stock exhaust here already has the nuts welded on there, so good to go. So I'm about to fire her up in a sec once I get the O2s plugged in. And then you're gonna have this guy needs, the reason why you want this loose, because you want to make sure you're not gonna hit anything. So I got a center stand. Not all the bikes have the center stand. Only this is a pivot point right here. This is stationary. I'm not making contact, so it should be able to clear, because this will go straight back. But if you don't have a center stand, you don't have to worry about that problem. And then obviously you want to make sure, you know, your fitment, so that's why it's very important to do everything loose install to make sure everything's gonna fit correctly. Okay, so we're finally all done. You got the sensors on there. You know, you just slip this, got it, got the routing correctly done now. Reapply some zip ties up there, the original point, just, you know, kind of had to lift it up a bit. And then down here, bam. So everything looks pretty solid, pretty good. As far as the Allen that takes over here, it's a 5mm, and the one that you need down here to just a little support bracket. Okay, the little clamping. All right, fitment looks pretty good. Orientation looks good. About to fire her up, see how she sounds. All right. See everything checked out just fine.